Now in the ads level is the place that we want to configure our ads creatives. So in this ad level there are two objectives we want to do. First of all, we want to create slideshows. I know lots of people just put an image, but for us, because we do not have a Facebook pixel installed, or we do not have a website of our own, we are sending traffic to other people's third-party websites like Amazon, Etsy and eBay, and these are the websites we can't control. We can't actually tap into the audience visitors. One thing we can do is, instead of just creating plain image, we create slideshows, multiple variable slides combined together to make a video. The reason is, first of all, we want to capture people who watch the videos. Let's say if the audience has watched a certain percentage of your video, that means that most likely these person or these people are actually kind of interested in your product. Am I right? And the second strategy that we want to implement right here is what I call the instant experience. We create instant experience to track and capture people who actually click on something in your advertisements. So you create some sort of and the second strategy here is to create what we call instant experience, which I will show you further what it is. The reason to create this is we want to capture people who click on something on your ads. So if they actually watch your videos to a certain percentage, or they actually respond to ads, they do some clicking, they do some reading, they do some watching, that means that these are the audience who will become your potential leads. So let's start with naming the ads. For now, I know exactly what I'm going to put in, so I'm going to name my ads as instant experience plus slide show, and I'm gonna put this is the strike one. That will be the date, 9th of November 2020. Okay, so this is the way I could remember which is this and what is this. And for identity, make sure you check on the right account. For mine, I will check on my personal account called Sons John. If you have Instagram account, click on connect. Well, I have already connect, so it's fine. Down to the ad setup, we will pick the single image or with video, and we can also use this to actually create slideshows with multiple image. And then on the bottom here, click on add instant experience. Now we will do with the instant experience first, then we'll deal with the slideshow, which is the ads creative right here. So start with the instant experience. You can actually choose several templates, right? So for now, I love to click on storytelling. Storytelling is one of the ways to really capture audience attention. This is how it actually works. You can actually from the left side of the instant experience is the place where you can control your content, and the right side is the preview of how it actually looks like. Do click on switch between Facebook and Instagram. So when you click Instagram, it will show you how it looks like in Instagram. When you click on Facebook, it will show you how it looks like in Facebook. And do also do some mobile preview them and experience them yourself before you let the audience experience yours. Right? So instant experience is some sort of like a how do I call this, a slideshow over slideshow with layers. So basically they can scroll down and they can see each of the content that you post. So let's say the first content, I would like to use this template, and I like to change the text, so I can write something like indulge. It's just the text in traveling experience without leaving your room. Okay, this is just an example. You can write text here to capture audience, to give a reason why the audience have to buy. So this is consider the first section, which is right here, and moving on is the next section, which is right here. image or videos, I'd like to now add and upload some of the videos of my own that I created. Hold on a second. I like to look into training courses. Where are my videos? Where are my videos? Instant experience. Yep. I like to put in gaming experience video, so I'm uploading a video now. Now try to keep the video 2 minutes and below, because if it's too huge it will take a long time to load and the resolution will not be so good. And let's say if you have a video in YouTube, please do not copy the YouTube link and then paste it in the Facebook post. Facebook hates people who post from YouTube to Facebook. You need to start a fresh content. You always need to download the YouTube video, create a video file of your own, and then post it into Facebook. That will be better. Facebook do not like to share link from YouTube. Well, they are both competitors basically. Alright, here you go. I select this one, make sure it's checked, and then click on continue. Then I'll upload a new video. This is a video that talks about the virtual reality. So basically when I scroll down, this is the next section. This section is what we call the carousel section. You can change carousel, you can add in tags, you can do some all kinds of content. But for now I'll like to change this carousel into several images, so I'm gonna replace these images with something else. Gosh. Okay, I got this image. Continue, load it up. So basically the first image will change to the ones, and I can continue replace all these 4 images. Let's say I only want to put 3, I will delete this one, and then I only place 2 images. This is how I kinda create carousel images. Right, continue, change the second one, change the third one. So it's not very good images. Be sure that I'm just doing a demo for you. Just be sure that all your images is viewable and you can experience it clearly. This third image is not so good. So basically just make sure you check all those images and make sure it suits perfectly on as an instant experience. Well, the next thing I'd like to show you is this thing, destination URL. You want audience to click into your Amazon website, so make sure you change this URL and then lead and guide this URL to your merchant store, whether it's in Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Lazada, or whatsoever. For mine, I have a website called Digital Clicks, so I will add in as Digital clicks.com. Alright, so basically if a person clicks on this, they will lead to the URL that you want them to go. Make sure this is correct. Once it's done, go to the next one. This is the next one. You can write something, you can add on URLs. Let's say the first picture leads to, let's say the first picture right here leads to one product, the second picture here leads to another product. Make sure you have different URL destination, but for my case, let's just put it digitalclicks.com. So both of these will drag the users to the URL that you want them to go. And finally, the button. This is called the call to action. Make sure you write a very clear CTA. I would say get the offer now. It should be an action that triggers people to do it immediately now. Get the offer now, right? And here again, what is the URL for this button? So when the person clicks the button, where do you want the person to go? Make sure you put in the correct address so that the person can go to wherever you want them to go. And then this instant experience, whenever they click or whatever they click inside here, will also be captured, so that you can know that who are these people who actually have response to your advertisements. Right, click on done, and our instant experience is kind of complete. So next off is we'll move on to creating your ad creatives. So ad creatives, is I mentioned previously, is I want to create slideshows. So there are lots of templates you can choose. These templates all are amazing, but for now I have my own template, so I will not select any of this, and I'll click continue. If you continue, this will be more likely like a custom slideshow. So you can actually change between square, rectangle, vertical. I'll pick rectangle. You can also add music if you want. Not for me. Image duration, please do not be too long. It actually mentions, it actually refers to how long you want per image to hold. For my advice is not to be more than 2 seconds. I'll keep it 1. If it's too fast, it blinks too fast, it will not capture the audience attention as well. Transition, I'll make it fade. Let's make it 2 and next make it fade. Okay, so let's start adding the images. So as you can see, blue is the ones that you already picked. The ones that is not highlighted is the ones that haven't been picked. So I pick all 4, and maybe I'd like to add another video. I guess it's fine. Alright, I have 4 images, and then click on create slideshows, and then it will actually take some time to load them. Hold on for a second. As you can see, I have an error here. The minute I load on content, this error will be removed. Make sure you do not have this error. If you have them, you can't run Facebook ads. Come on. Apologize, this takes some time. Jeez. Alright, now it's done. You can see from the sites here, this is the placement. This is how it looks like when it's going into your Facebook. You can either off preview and get on preview, and you can also click this to do a preview on device, so you can see how it will look like on your mobile device. You can view more variation. So these are the varieties of how it will look like. If it's dash, which means it's not available, so we have available in feeds, we have available in stories, marketplace maybe, and also be available in some of those Instagram content. This actually show you how does it looks like and if it's available or not on those places you want it to be. Alright, that's off. Next is to quickly create the tags. Now what's the difference between the tags? Tags is actually the ones that is appearing on the top of your post. So let's say if I want to write something like 360 degrees gaming experience. So as you can see, here is where the words is going to appear, and headlines are the ones that is going to appear at the bottom. So headlines is one of the most important thing that you must write it in a way that it actually captures your audience and make it so irresistible that they must click. Let's say I'm going to give a 50% discount plus 3 packs of bonus accessories. Well, I guess this is very irresistible. Alright, there are many clients and students who in the past ask me, why is my product not selling well? I have a lot of traffic, I have a lot of leads, people are interested in all the things that I've shown in Facebook, they click, they have response, they have posts, they have engagements, but when they come to my Amazon store, they end up buying from someone else, or they just end up leaving the store, they just want to take action. So I want to tell you and emphasize one thing is like, besides ads configuration, the sales copy and your product, the quality of the product, the core unique selling point of your product is the most important thing that will trigger your audience to buy. Now you can put up the best advertisements that basically draws and grabs your audience attention by the throat. You can generate amazing super hype and interest, but in the end it is the psychological message and the pure reason that will make the difference between making your customers buy now or never at all. So it is the particular moment that you need to capture, or else they will be gone forever. Alright, for this case I think we have completed, so we can just go and hit on to publish. For tracking, don't touch anything here. You don't have Facebook Pixel and you don't have an app, so I guess this is done. Just click on publish and then your advertisement will be published. Now one thing I'll let you to know is that you don't need to be worried so much that the minute you publish your advertisement will go live. No, when you click on publish, your advertisements needs to be in review. Okay, so when you click on close, this is my new advertisements that I have put up, and as long as you toggle this off, your advertisements will not be published. Right, just toggle it off and it's off. It won't be in live unless you on it. So now my advertisement is not even in review. So let's say if I on it, it will not go live until Facebook have revealed, Facebook has confirmed that this is okay, everything is fine, you have you do not violate any rules, then it will allow you to go live. Other than that, you can keep it off and it's done.